Hello dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. In this video, I have brought you a very important aspect of English that is called letter writing. So in this video, we are going to have a discussion of how to draft a letter and how to draft few professional letters. So to begin with, let me tell you, in this video, we are going to have a discussion of the 6 important points. Number one, we are going to have a discussion of the letter writing format. I'm going to tell you that what should be the professional way of writing a letter, what should be the format for the letter writing. Afterwards, we shall have a discussion with the samples of appreciation letter, congratulation letter, promotion letter, termination letter, and acknowledgement letter. For each letter, I have given a specimen copy or a sample letter so that it will be very easy for you to understand the all the segments of letter writing. So now let's begin it. The format of letter. So before we begin the format of letter, we should know the very first step is here, the sender's address. The very first segment or the category, or we can say the portion of the letter is here, sender's letter, where you are supposed to write the name of the sender. Sender means to say the writer, writer's job position, or to which company he belongs to, he or she belongs to, the address of the company, location, city name, or contact number, as well as sometimes the email address. Second one, you need to mention the date. After sender's address, you should mention date. Now, I have mentioned here there are few wrong formats of writing date, especially in the letter writing. So if you see here, I have highlighted here 2/12/2022, or the short forms of the month DC, JN, FEB, NOV. So this is a wrong method of writing the date, especially the in the letter, in the professional letter. So you can mention like 2nd December 2022, or December 2 comma 2022 or 2023. Next step is here, next segment is here, receiver's address, to whom you are writing, the receiver's name, his job position, company's name, or the name of the or the address of the company. Then salutation. Salutation means generally we call it as a dear sir, madam, because we don't know much about the person. When we don't know whom we are we writing, either he's a male or female. I mean to say male or female. So we do mention dear sir, madam. Or if you know the recipient's name, you can mention dear, like dear Dr. Satish, dear Mukesh, like this. After salutation, you should write subject line. Subject should be very much specific, very short, very precise one. Then you have here the body of the letter, the main body of the letter. So as we are writing the letter on behalf of the company, if we are writing on behalf of the company, we should use the we attitude, not I attitude. So we should say, we would like to inform you that you have been promoted. Okay. Now, step number 7, you need to thank the receiver. So we do mention thank you. So thanking you is quite outdated. I won't say it's wrong. It is not wrong, but it has become very outdated way of mentioning the thanks. So we do write here thank you. And one more thing, don't use a punctuation comma next to thank you. Okay, so it's punctuation less, thank you, just thank you without any comma. Next, signature column. So when we mention signature column, we need to mention here signature column, our full name, our contact number, or the email address. Then generally we write here yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours truly, then we sign here. So there are a lot of questions in the mind that when should you mention faithfully, sincerely, or truly. So if the receiver's name is not mentioned in the receiver's address, then you mention yours faithfully. If you are writing receiver's name, then you should mention yours sincerely. Or yours truly is a very conventional phrase which is used to show a lot of politeness at the end of the letter. Second one, we should not use the apostrophe s in the phrase yours. I have highlighted here. Don't use your apostrophe s. No, there is no apostrophe, there is no punctuation here. Directly yours, yours, then faithfully, sincerely, or truly. So the last one, if you are enclosing any document, at the end you can mention enc dot or encl dot. That means to say enclosure. The word attachment is used in the email and the word enclosure is used in the letter writing. So sometimes we say a copy of Aadhaar card is enclosed. We don't say a copy of Aadhaar card is attached. We write in the email, we write a copy of Aadhaar card is attached, but in the letter writing, we use the word enclosed. So soon after signature, we mention like this. So you can see here, having used this one, having seen all the fragments and all the elements of this letter, if you look at here, uh, see here, this is called here the sender's address. So XYZ Institute, Kolkata, phone number, email address. So this is the sender. Afterwards, this is a sequence of all the elements of the letter. First, this is sender's address, then the date, 25th November 2022. Then who is the receiver here? To whom are we writing? The manager. If you're writing the designation, remember the T should be capital. For the article T should be for the article the T should be capital, and for the designation, the first letter should be capital. Manager, company's name, the address, then salutation, dear sir or madam, then subject, inquiry for the quotation of computers, then the body of the letter. We have the pleasure of informing you that our institute intends to purchase 20 computers for our institution. The computers must comply with the configurations specified below. Please quote the price of the computers within 10 days of the date of the issue of this letter, mentioning the time, mode of delivery, and the terms and conditions of payment. Yours faithfully, I am forgotten to mention here, thank you. Yours faithfully, and again, signature column. Then enclosure. So, receiver, so sender's address, date, receiver's address, dear sir, madam, subject, body of the letter, thanking note, thank you, yours faithfully, signature, name, designation. If any enclosure, you can mention here enclosure number one or number two, three, whatever the documents you are going to enclose here. So this is how you should write the letter. So now we are going to have a discussion of some important letters in English. Number one, appreciation letter. So let's know how to draft an appreciation letter. Before that, let's know that what is the meaning of appreciation letter. A letter of appreciation is a letter written by one party to another to thank the former at a personal level. This letter is a valuable one to master writing and often consider a skillful piece in professional life, acting as a bridge of stronger future connections. So you are appreciating somebody for doing a good task or for getting good recognition. So when you're writing the appreciation letter, you should remember you have to be very much prompt. You should choose the appropriate format. You should begin it with greetings. You should express the letter's purpose why you're writing. And the number one, be specific. Conclude and sign. And the most important, proofread. Read again and again. So I have written a sample. You have a sample of appreciation letter for somebody who has contribution to the project. So again, following the same format, this is the sender's address is here. Okay, this is sender's address, then date 28 July, and the receiver is here Sudhir Kumar, content developer, ABC Company, 12th Street, Sector 4, Bangalore 29. Sender's address, date, receiver's address, then salutation, dear Mr. Kishore. Okay, dear Mr. Kishore, then subject, appreciation letter for contribution to project. We would like to thank you for your awesome contribution to the XYZ project. You had really worked hard, made us proud with this achievement. You have been a great leader, and your co workers appreciate you for your creative work. With your dedication, we are achieving great success and output for our company, which has resulted in increasing our clients as well. We would be glad if you contribute more to the future and make us grow. We also expect you to grow more and get success in your future. Thank you, yours truly. So this is how, following the same format, I repeat once again, sender's address, date, receiver's address, dear sir, madam, subject, body of the letter, thank you, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours truly, signature, name. All right, let's move to the next type of letter is here congratulation letter. When should you, how should you should write congratulation letter? So congratulation letter is written for a variety of situations. Sometimes somebody has got a new job promotion, someone has got a salary hike. So write a letter of congratulation to make a person feel good. So the language should be simple, simple and easy. Congratulation letter should be concise and always remember should be positive. Obviously we are congratulating, so there should be a positive note in your congratulation letter. So let's go through a sample letter for a person who has got a new job role, a new role in the job. So again, you find here the sender's address, date you find here, then Neha is receiving letter here. So Neha Bhatt and this address, dear Neha, subject, congratulations on starting a new job role. New job role, that's the subject. Then body of the letter, I recently learned that you got a new job role as a as a quality analyst in so and so company. I am writing to express my heartiest congratulations on the same. I'm so happy for you. I have seen you work hard in your last job, and I know how relentlessly you have been preparing yourself for your current job role. You sat for various examinations and attended online skills training courses to sharpen your skills. Only a committed individual like yourself can go through all these challenges and still come out stronger. I'm sure you would get more such opportunities in the future where you can use your talent and potential to rise and to excel in whatever it is you do. I'm confident that I'm confident that splendid success and, and meaningful opportunities are waiting for you. Once again, congratulations on your new job role. I'm proud of your professional success. Sincerely yours, Kushi, Kushi or Kushi. So you are appreciating your congratulations. So there are a lot of positive notes here, some sort of exaggeration also we can say. So that is the nature of congratulation letter. Now let's go for the most important letter is here promotion letter. Everybody waits for such letter and everybody would like to draft a letter for their own employees. So let's see what is promotion letter. A promotion letter is an official letter written by an employer in an organization to the employee who has just undergone a promotion, informing him or her about the promotion, congratulating on the success, and explaining all the new responsibilities that come along with a new role in the organization. The letter is usually drafted by an HR manager or the representative. So sometimes we find sales promotion letter, reply to the promotion letter to an employee, acceptance of promotion letter. So they are like vice versa. So let's see the one of the samples of promotion letter. Again, same format we are following here. Surya Investment Company, sender, date 31st July 2022, then receiver Jaswant Rathore, his address, then salutation dear Jaswant Rathore, then subject promotion as an assistant secretary, body of the letter. I have the pleasure to inform you that you have been promoted to assistant secretary in the share department of the company. You are required to take the charge of the new assignment on 16th August 2023. Please accept my hearty congratulations on a promotion. Your salary scale in the promoted category will be rupees 76,000, and from 15th August your basic salary will be fixed at rupees 32,000 on on the mentioned scale. You will be entitled to all other allowances as applicable to the staff 1 of the company. Other service conditions remain unchanged. Please acknowledge of this letter your sincerely HR, Surya Investment Private Limited. So if you don't want to mention the salary hike, you can mention that the salary hike will be intimated to you very soon, or you will be sent a separate letter about the about the increment. You have been promoted from this post to this post because of your hard work, your efficiency, your proficiency in the work having seen your last 6 months results, we are happy to promote you from this position to that position, and the new revised salary will be intimated you very soon. So there are different ways of mentioning the promotion letter. Now, let's move on to the other form of letter, termination letter. Very, very dangerous, and nobody would like to accept, and nobody would like to type the the termination letter. You are going to give a send off party, something like this, right? A license to leave the company. Now, what is termination letter? Termination letter is a very formal document informing an employee of the termination from the work. It's very important document which shows professionalism and can also serve as legal evidence if required. Remember, whenever you are typing the termination letter, it should be drafted very well because it's a legal document. If something is wrong, tomorrow the next employee or the employee who has been terminated can go to the court. A good termination letter should aim at ending the relationship amicably, happy ending, something like this. So generally there are two types of termination letter. One is without cause and one is with cause. So what is without cause termination letter? A without cause termination letter is one that terminates the employment due to the factors related to the company, such as downsizing the workforce or a change in the organizational structure. It is not related to the employee's performance or behavior. So this is one. Second is here with cause. There's a reason behind it. With cause termination letter is one that dismisses the employee due to the issues related to the performance or behavior. For example, if an employee is frequently absent from work despite repeated warnings, the company may issue a with cause termination letter. So, this is the difference between without cause and with cause. Now, there are some technical things which we should know before we draft the most important letter in our career as an HR or as an employee termination letter. Number one, address the employee. Use a salutation, like use the word dear to address the employee. Include the complete name, dear Mr. Mukesh Soni. So, complete name. Second one is here, make a formal statement of termination. You should make clear statement that the company has terminated the services of the employee. You can begin with some phrase. You can say, I'm sorry to inform you that, you can mention, or this letter is to formally notify you that, please take note that. So, such kind of formal statement you should mention. Then, when you are going to terminate somebody, what you should do, you should specify the date of the termination. It's very essential that you specify the date from which date the termination comes into effect. This would be the last working day for the employee in the company. The time gap, the duration, the time gap between the date of serving the termination notice and the final date of termination is required to be equal or more than the notice period stipulated in the employee's contract or appointment letter. Fourth point is here, include the reason of termination. List all the reasons that led to the employee's termination. In the case of termination without any reason, without cause, clearly explain the position of the company. If it is termination with cause, support the reasons with evidence wherever possible. The letter is required to clearly indicate that the company has given enough opportunity to the employee to take the corrective measures before deciding to proceed with the termination. Next point, explain the settlement details. Explain the compensation and the benefits the employee might be entitled to. These can be in the form of provident fund, pension, leave encashment, or any kind of pay. Let them know how they can collect their final documents like experience certificates and salary slips If they are covered under the employee insurance policy, specify whether such coverage would expire or continue until a certain date. Next, request them to return the company property. If the employee is in possession of any company property such as godown keys, laptop, mobile phone, car, ID card, you request them to return such property. If they are in occupation of a company provided accommodation, you may give a reasonable time to vacate the property. Next, remind them of the binding agreements. Some agreements, like non disclosure agreements, non competing clause, often continue to apply even after an employee leaves the company. Make sure that you remind them of such agreements and that are still in force. You may also include a copy of such agreements for their record. Next, include the contact details of the HR. Toward the end of the letter, you can include the contact information of the HR representative whom the employee can approach with the queries. If there are multiple people handling different HR functions, include all of them along with the functions they handle. Then, maintain a professional tone. Use a professional tone and language throughout the letter, no matter how familiar a relationship you share with the employee. Keep the content relevant, clear, and concise. Be honest and accurate while representing the events. And the final one is here: conclude and sign the letter. You can conclude the letter with good wishes or by sympathizing with the employee. The closing salutation can be something like this: sincerely, best regards. Leave some space for signature and write your name below that. Be sure to sign the letter after you take a printout. So, these are the main key points for drafting the termination letter, because it's not easy to draft the whole letter in this video. So I have just brought few important segments of the termination letter. now there's a Now there is a segment, there's a sample, a blank sample of the termination letter. Same format we should follow: your company's name and address, that is called sender, date, and who is the receiver. Here receiver is Bhuvan. Then, dear Bhuvan, subject termination letter. So we regret to inform you that you are being removed from your technician job effectively from 10th August 2023 due to the pandemic. Due to the lack of funds, we are forced to the necessities with this layoff. The termination due to this layoff is indefinite. Therefore, you can consider it permanent. We wanted to say you that we wanted to say that your termination is not due to performance. You have been an excellent asset to our company. We sincerely regret taking this layoff and would be happy to provide you with a letter of recommendation. We wish you immense success in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Mr. Oberoi, HR manager, signature. So this termination letter is without cause. So when you write with cause, you can mention so many reasons, whichever the reasons are applicable. You can mention the reason, and you can also mention that from which date this termination letter is effective, and what is the last working day, and when can this person receive the remaining documents like experience certificate or the other policies. Next letter we have here, last, acknowledgement letter. Very important letter, acknowledgement letter. Now, what is acknowledgement letter? Acknowledgement letter is a letter of receipt which confirms the reception of certain documents. You have received some documents, you should write an acknowledgement letter. For example, if an employee sends a resume or CV to apply for a job to an employer, then the employer has to acknowledge the employee by sending a letter. This letter could be sent via email or by post. So it's a necessary document which has to be kept very much safe, saved in the file for the future purposes. So now let's see the format. As I mentioned, that I just mentioned here, the brief draft is here as sender's address, company name, address, city name, post address, date, then recipient name, address, dear Mr., Miss, subject, acknowledgement of so and so. Um, Now your letter has been forwarded to the respective department, and they shall proceed immediately with inquiries in an effort to offer, complaint, or appeal or request for the information in accordance with your letter. You will be duly informed regarding the progress of the procedure. Because of the complexity of the internal procedure, you shall receive the written response to your letter of offer, complaint, appeal, or the request of information. Thank you. Yours sincerely, signature, designation, and company. So this I have just given a draft here to mention to prepare this acknowledgement letter. So, dear friend, this is how I have tried to bring out some samples of appreciation letter, congratulation letter, promotion letter, termination letter, requisition letter, and in the same manner, you can also write the other two types of letters which I have not mentioned here: apology letter and requisition letter. And I have gathered this information from the textbooks of Bangalore University, Bangalore City University. So courtesy to Bangalore City University and Bangalore University's fourth semester BCom generic English textbook of BCA, BCA, BSc, BCom, and BA courses. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video would definitely help you to enhance your letter writing skills. Thank you once again. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Please do subscribe the channel, click on the like button for more videos on literature, workbook, pronunciation, grammar, communication skills, presentation skills, interview skills. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Thank you once again.